Morning, Charlotte. Open wide. Morning, Marjorie. I've got some letters here. If you can give them out to the parents as they come in, that'd be great. Yeah, sure. What are the letters for in case they ask? Oh, just bureaucracy. Nonsense. Nothing important. Sweetheart, you do the next mouthful. I'll be right back. Morning, Susha. Yeah, would you like some more breakfast? Hi, Marjorie. I've just got some letters here. If you could just pass them out to the parents as they come in. Sure. What are they? Oh, just silly little admin thing. Nothing important. Ta-ra! Yeah, 1 second. What? Root touch-up. Is this just for your head? Marjorie? Marjorie? What? We read the letters. You know, the ones you dropped and ran? Right, okay, first of all, how are you both out of your rooms? You were in ratio. Winter started his shifts early so he could get away from Autumn because the closer she gets to her due date, she's becoming more beast than human. And you picked the wrong morning to have an argument with your husband because Reese was more than happy to come and cover me so I could come and talk to you about this. Reese! Oh, that son of a bitch. Wait, Marjorie, did you give us these letters deliberately knowing we wouldn't be able to get out of the rooms to come and talk to you about them? Well, evidently it don't work. You both stood in my office now, aren't you? Marjorie, we're shutting the nursery for a whole day and we're only giving parents 2 weeks notice for this? Yeah, and what is this mandatory training for anyway? Look, with Ofsted looming, okay, head office thought it would be a good idea to get everybody together for one training session so we were all on the same page. Surely the page is that we all just want to have a good Ofsted rating. Well, obviously that goes without saying, okay, but some people are newer than others, so we just want to get everyone up to scratch so we all are aware of what to expect when Ofsted visit. Yeah, but Marjorie, 2 weeks? You're giving parents 2 weeks to find alternate childcare for a whole day? Marjorie, this is absolutely unprecedented. We never just shut for an entire day unless it's an emergency like a blizzard or something. The parents are going to be furious. And guess who they're going to be furious at? The ones who are actually giving them the letters. They always the messenger. Look, it was either this or we use up one of your Saturdays. What would you have preferred? Are we at least getting fed? Obviously. Okay, but Marjorie, what do we say to the parents? Okay, they are going to be so angry at us. Fault with that, okay? They get 10% off their fees for that day because they can't come in. 10%? Marjorie, you're still making them all pay for a day that you're shutting down the nursery at a moment's notice? That is not true. We are giving them 2 weeks notice and head office weren't able to give them any more of a discount than that because they are type AF. The food had better be really good because we're about to enjoy an hour and a half of parents scream at us. Hang on, Charlotte, did Reese tell you we'd had an argument? Oh no, I guessed you two had when I saw the state of his botched hash this morning. I'm guessing that's your handiwork to stop Geraldine sniffing around him? That's just what I told him. It was a lot less embarrassing than admitting that actually my hand slipped because the razor was blunt from me shaving my back. It was just blunt. I know an alarming amount about your body now, Marjorie. All against my will, I might add. Morning. Oh, I was just texting you. Nice of you to finally show up, but... How are you feeling? Right, Sydney, we'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Yep, Sydney, would you like to give that mirror back to Winter? I'll go pop it away for you. Oh, that's actually hers. Feeling a little bit delicate. Oh, so I shouldn't make any loud noises. Oh my Christ, stop. Okay, it feels like my brain is trying to jump ship. No, it's okay. Sydney can have a turn with it when she comes back in tomorrow. No, I don't mean like it was her turn. I mean, that's hers from home. No, actually, this belongs to the nursery, so I'll just take that from you, Sydney. No. No. This is Sydney's from home. I bought it for her. I can assure you that belongs to the nursery, okay? Sydney took that out of the dress-up box. Oh, well, I mean, this one, like, it pops out like a hairbrush and everything. Maybe you've just got one similar? We do have a similar one. Identical, in fact. That one. Did you have fun last night? Oh, no, it's the last thing I'll remember is raising a toast to autumn and winter because it's been a year since they lost their little one and then everything's a blur after that. Hardly surprising given that your order was a bottle of wine and a pint glass. This is Sydney's. You must have it mistaken for another one. I know a lot of these do look alike. Yes, I appreciate a lot of them do look alike, but I personally carried out the risk assessment on that one, okay? I see it every day. I know exactly what it looks like, and it belongs here. Risk assessment on a brush and mirror? Yes, we have to do a risk assessment on absolutely every single thing that enters the classroom. Oh, well, that's good to know that you're so thorough. Anyway, Sydney, let's go. How would you know? You didn't even show up in the end. What happened to you? Actually, I arrived just as Reese was taking you home. You showed up as I was leaving. What on earth are you doing turning up to a pub on a weeknight when we've got work the next day at like, what, it must have been midnight? Marjorie, it was 8:30. What? Sorry. Apology accepted. I wasn't apologising. Can I please take the mirror/hairbrush thing? Look, I know a way that we'll be able to sort this. Why don't you find the one of this that you have, and then you'll be able to see that there's obviously two. Well, I found it. You're holding it. Look, I bought this for her. Okay, I know exactly where I got it from in Poundland when I picked it up. And whilst I appreciate you painting that lovely picture for me, that one is ours. But you had been there since like 7, so you've been drinking for well over 1 hour. I left at 8:30. Well, left is a bit of a stretch. That kind of implies you were willing to go. I didn't want to go. Race night, if you want me to leave this bar, you'll have to get Autumn to drag me out, and she would never... Look, I appreciate that you don't want the children taking toys home from the nursery, but this is Sydney's. Really? Okay, out of interest, when did Sydney bring that in? I saw her playing with this in the back of the car this morning, so she's obviously brought it in today. And there's no chance that Sydney's mum might still be in the back of the car? It's not in the car because I'm holding it in my hand, okay? Right, Sydney, we're going to go. I'm sorry, Winter, but this is not yours. I love my children, so I need this job. I love my children, so I need this job. Oh, Christ, well, it's probably a good thing I went home early so I didn't embarrass myself in front of anybody else. Well, if that's what you're worried about, you probably should have left earlier than that. Do you know, I think you and Delia make such a cute couple. Me and Delia? Yeah, you make a lot more sense than say, like, you know, you and Autumn ever did. And let's not forget, you tried it on with me as well. I haven't met Autumn yet. Didn't you also try it on with Mia once as well? And smiled at her. There was that rumour about you and Vivian too. Vivian's just a friend. I really maybe like just her. Stick with Delia, you know. I don't think I've got any staff left for you after her. Oh God, oh that poor girl. Right, I'll have to go and apologise to her today. Yeah, you may need to put that apology in an email. Landlord barred you for a week. So let me check your bag to see if you've got any clothes you need to clean. Did she find it in Sydney's bag? She did. Is she bringing it back? She is not. I'm going to take off 5 minutes early if that's okay today. I need to make a stop at Poundland on my way home. It can't get any worse. Oh, and Ort said to hang on to it. She doesn't want it back. Why have I got a pump? Oh, after they refused to serve you any more alcohol last night, you decided to see if it was possible to recycle the stuff you'd already drunk. Are we too far into this year for me to start a New Year's resolution? So what are we having for dinner tonight, darling? A what? Darling, we've talked about this, okay? Can you not just ask me properly like an adult, okay? Oh, that's a real dish. Oh, well then I owe the waiter of that French restaurant a really long-winded apology because I thought he was just being lewd with me. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to dinner. I've got to go, but until you ask me like an adult, the answer is no. Sorry about that. Oh, it's all right. What are you having for dinner? Coq au vin, and that's a real dish. It's like chicken and wine and something else. Oh, it's okay. I know it's a real dish. Oh, good. What can I do for you? I just wanted to talk to you about Lana. Okay. So as you know, at the start of the year, myself and Lana's dad separated. And obviously this is going to be Lana's first Christmas as a child of divorced parents. That's right. So I was just wondering if you can keep an extra eye on her, you know, because I don't fully understand how she's coping with it. So if you could just make sure she's all right and let me know if there's anything wrong, let me know, yeah? Do you know, sometimes with kids, they'll mask very, very well and then they just get to a point where it will all just come out. So, you know, of course we'll keep an eye on her for you and just let you know if anything does happen. Thank you. I used to love Christmas. Now this time of year just fills me with so much guilt. Guilt? About what? Well, it was my decision to leave him, so Lana's having to have Christmases in 2 different houses. Because of me, it's my fault. Really? That's how you see it? Well, yeah, it's because of me. She's having to have, like, 2 birthdays. 2 households. Like, I've completely flipped her world upside down. It's all because of me this is happening. You think it would have been better for her if you stayed? At least she would have had 2 parents under the same roof. 2 unhappy parents? Well, we were very, very good at hiding it, so she wouldn't have known either way. Oh, darling, trust me, she would have known. You don't know that. I do. You know, we don't give kids enough credit, okay? They pick up on so many things, even just the energy they can feel when that's off. Do you think? Absolutely. Look, this whole, staying together for the kids narrative. People seem to think that in order to function, you need to have 2 adults present in that child's life, regardless of how they feel about each other. It's a lot easier with 2 parents. She has 2 parents. Just because you're not under the same roof doesn't mean that you're not doing the same things you did before, except this way, you're happier. I am a lot happier since the separation. And Lana will see that too, okay? If you'd let her grow up in a household with 2 parents who didn't love each other, the message you're sending to her is just to find somebody who just to coexist with. We were doing just that for the longest time. And she would have seen that and thought that was normal. Okay, now this way, if you do maybe go on to meet someone else, she gets to see her mum in love. I'm guessing she hasn't seen that before. Wow, She hasn't seen that before. And isn't it so much better for her that she grows up seeing her mum happy and in love, rather than seeing her mum and dad together just, existing under the same roof? That wouldn't be good for her. No, I guess it wouldn't. Oh, darling, sometimes walking away is the best thing you can do for the kids, okay? Not staying together and just letting them see what it's like to be growing up and unhappy. You've done the best thing for Lana and yourself. I guess you're right. I didn't even think of that. Oh, darling, I grew up in a very unhappy household, okay? I wished all the time that my parents would just separate. Really, you did? Oh, well, I wouldn't have given for my dad to just walk away from my mum. I would have gone and lived with him. And do you know what? Maybe if he had, he'd still be here today. I'm sorry to hear that. But you have walked away. So you can literally go out there with your head held high, knowing that you're doing what's right for you and Lana. I will. Thank you, Marjorie. All right, my love. Oh, Reese, would you like spotted dick for pudding? Right, I am convinced he's making these foods up.